We purchased this house last month.
We knew after our experience with a very large multinational bank that we wanted to have a very local bank. First Federal was the first bank that we called. From the very first phone call, just been absolutely wonderful. We had such a pleasant experience with this bank that we ended up making it not only the bank that gave us the loan on this house, this is our personal bank now. We felt like family. I would absolutely recommend First Federal Lakewood.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome into the Lakewood Sports Channel. I'm Grant Graves on the play-by-play tonight, and a very special commentator joining the Lakewood Sports Channel tonight. It's Coach Mike Harper. Mike, it's good to have you on tonight here back in the Lakewood High School Gymnasium. A lot of fine memories for you. I know you're excited to call some girls basketball tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate being here. Thank you, Grant. Feels like I never left.
Well, 2020 and 2021 certainly have that feel to it. And for the Rangers and Green Wave, it'll be good to get back out on the court tonight. The Rangers have suffered a few setbacks already this year. 2 bouts of quarantine for the team. And Holy Name on their side has battled their share of adversity tonight. But boy, it's good to be in the gym here on a January night for some GLC basketball.
Absolutely, Grant. I couldn't say it any better than that. Absolutely.
The Lakewood Rangers lost a narrow one to Bay Village the other night, 49-45. And Mike, talking with Coach Work, defensively, a really great job by the Rangers to hold a potent Bay offense down.
Absolutely.
But just a few points shy. But some really encouraging things from this young Lakewood Rangers squad.
Yes, sir. Hey, in that game, they won the first and the fourth quarters. But when you're dealing with a young team, man, it's how to put 4 quarters together,
The Lakewood Rangers certainly looking for a big performance tonight from some of their young, talented guards. And Mike, we kick it to you for our $2 keys to the game presented by $2 Lakewood.
Yeah, well, hey, I guess point number 1 is we got to deal with number 3, Becky Steyer over there. She's an Ursuline signee. She is the engine that makes that car go over there. And she's, you'll see her bring the ball up the court. You'll see her post up at times. She's got a good full court game and real high energy kid. She's all over the floor. So got to make sure that we keep her held down, And I think my second point is Gianna McAuliffe, man, I'm looking at her. She's a 3-year letter winner, and she's a senior. She's a captain, and, she's had a little bit of a rough spot lately, but I'm telling you, I saw that kid come out in the very first game of the season against Lutheran East, and she scored the first 10 points for Lakewood in the game. So, hey, this is a great bounce-back game for her.
Obviously, the Rangers looking to bounce back in a big way here tonight for some home cooking. A few away games for the team have led them back to their home court. And those keys to the game presented by $2. Stop in today on Madison Avenue. And Coach, Lakewood adjusting with the adversity, adjusting to a loss of leadership from last year's team. Obviously, you at the helm last year. Coach Julie Work steps in this year to take over the Rangers squad. And what are some things that you've seen from this young squad that you knew maybe last year that you would see? Maybe the Lakewood sports community didn't know they were going to see it, but maybe behind the curtain, Coach Mike Harper saw some flashes from this young squad.
Yeah, well, listen, we knew that we would have a young team. We had a situation last year where the freshman class that came in last year, they're now sophomores. A lot of those young ladies moved up. And that is the same class that back in our travel league won the whole LEBL. So, there's a lot of promise there. And then you've got the class right behind them that's got a few good pieces there. Nice deep class. So, figured that they'd be a little bit young, but hey, I like that they hustle hard, they work hard, play hard, and hey, only grow from here on out, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of growing and playing hard, our matchup of the game tonight is, like you mentioned, Becky Stiers for Holy Name, and on the other end, it's Sam Hudak, two energetic players. We'll be watching our Slife matchup of the game all night here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. And we will pause here for the introduction and the playing of our national anthem.
And your Lady Lakewood Rangers. First of all, I'd like everyone to rise up. Take your hats off for the stage playing of the national anthem.
And with that, it is almost basketball time here from the Lakewood High School Gymnasium. The starting lineups presented by Rebound Physical Therapy. Don't let injuries keep you off the court of life. Get back in the game with Rebound Physical Therapy. For the Green Wave, it'll be number 3, Becky Stiers. Number 1, Emily Stibley. Number 10, Mary Lewis. Number 14, Izzy Rodriguez. And rounding out the starting lineup for Holy Name is Jonalitz Arenas. And the head coach for Holy Name is Kim Luthman. For the Rangers, number 2, Molly Hendrickson. Number 4, Sydney Hampton. Number 12, Lily Germain. Number 24, Gianna McCullough. And number 3, Sam Hudak. And the Rangers are coached by first-year coach Julie Work. Coach Harper, a few minutes before tip-off here, and we talked about it a little bit in the broadcast, but one thing you're going to be looking for this Lakewood Rangers squad to build on from that close contest against Bay Village.
Well, hey, it started at the defensive end there, Grant. I tell you what, Holy Name has had a little trouble this season putting the ball in the hole. So, hey, if we can jump on them early defensively and establish the dominance on that end of the floor, I'm looking for, hey, don't give them easy early baskets, and hey, let's go with it.
The Rangers certainly hoping to go with the flow tonight and get in the win column here at home. And a storyline that we'll be watching tonight, Coach Julie Work and Coach Kim Luthman, like we mentioned, old pals, they're old teammates from Baldwin Wallace. We'll dive into a little bit to their fantastic careers out there in Yellow Jacket country. But right now, it's basketball time on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Wherever you're joining us tonight, we're so glad to have you. Grant Graves, Mike Harper, bringing you all the action here on YouTube, Twitter, and Boxcast. It'll be Jermaine and Stibley to tip it off. Jermaine tips this one back to Sydney Hampton, and we are off here at Lakewood High School.
Yeah, I really like Sydney Hampton running the point. That's been a nice addition to this team here. I think that's one thing that Coach Work had talked about. Hey, who's going to handle the rock this year, right?
Replacing some senior leadership last year for the Rangers as a floor general. It was being sought by this new coaching staff, and right away, Gianna McCullough underneath. Another layup does not go for Gianna.
Yeah, but I like that good aggressive move, Hey, get her the ball early. Let her get to the hole,
Gianna McCullough, a senior on a very young squad for the Rangers, playing a pivotal role as the captain of the purple and gold. Jermaine will swing it over to number 2, Molly Henriksen, the three-point specialist for the Rangers. Nice pass underneath to Jermaine, and that one will go. Our first points of the game come by the way of a Gianna McCullough assist to Lily Jermaine underneath. Nice ball movement.
Tell you what, Jermaine will be key in the paint tonight, I tell you.
That's number 3, Becky Stiers, the do-it-all senior for Holy Name. First team all-conference last year here in the GLC. Most of the offense will run through her. She'll be the one looking to get her teammates some opportunities and looking to score the basketball herself.
Yep, and Grant, you know, I really like the idea of putting Gianna McCullough on her earlier. I tell you what, in the past, even in her 10th grade year, we would give her a tough assignment. She can D up.
Stiers the take there. Rangers collapse on the paint, but a long rebound will get to the Green Wave. Three-pointer off the backboard, no good, but there's Stiers for the rebound. Pulls it out. Another 3 for number 14. Izzy Rodriguez will go. A nice shot there by Rodriguez will bring the lead to 3-2 for the Green Wave.
Got to take care of the ball there, Grant.
Back come the Green Wave. A set shot from the elbow, no good by number 10, Mary Lewis.
That's good stuff. I'm looking for Jermaine to be the chairman of the boards tonight. She's really got to assert her dominance in there in the paint.
A fantastic opportunity for Lily Jermaine to assert herself offensively and defensively. A nice pass by Jermaine there to McCullough. That one no good, but there's the chairman of the boards.
Yep, absolutely. It's good. I like that, though. I like Gianna staying aggressive. McCullough's got to stay aggressive and keep trying to get to the hole. I think when you're struggling as a shooter, I think it's really key to try to get to the hole, try to get some easy buckets. Hey, man, every scorer knows you got to see that ball go in the hole, right? That's how that confidence comes about.
Gianna McCullough certainly trying to get the Rangers offense off to a good start here after a tight 49-45 loss against Bay. And a turnover there by the Rangers, and Stiers will push it the other way. Stiers all the way down to the paint, but then the Rangers forced her to kick it out. Number 14, Izzy Rodriguez, a nice take there, and she will go to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, you saw Holy Name had the Rangers pin on the sideline there and running a trap at them. That's got to keep that ball off the sideline, right? Keep it moving, keep to the middle of the floor.
Holy Name, a nice job this season at finding offense through Becky Stiers, and 15 points per game for Stiers and 5 rebounds last year. This is a team that will really try to find open shots because of the accountability that you need to have for Stiers. And another shot is good there by number 10, Mary Lewis, and Holy Name's second field goal of the game will push it to 5-2. Pass there by Hampton, a little too wide, and the ball will go back to the Holy Name Green Wave.
Yeah, I tell you, Grant, I think it's common sense, but, you know, taking care of the ball is key, man.
Rangers only 7 turnovers against Bay the other night, a season low,
Absolutely.
Which is good to be low in that category.
Oh, absolutely.
Looking to clean up offensively what they can do to find some quality possessions.
We always used to say, you know, every turnover, you don't even get an attempt on the goal. And if you don't get an attempt on the goal, you can't score.
Holy Name doing a good job of pressuring the Rangers, but a nice rebound there by Lily Jermaine, and the Rangers will push it the other way.
All right, get that ball up quick.
Gianna McCullough, a nice take underneath, and she will go to the free throw line. Gianna McCullough has been attacking early, and if you're the Lakewood Rangers, that's a great sign.
Absolutely. That's her 3rd drive of the game. That's exactly what you need. Hey, get to the line and let's knock them down, right?
Nice job there by McCullough to drive to the hoop. Gianna McCullough averaging 6 points on the young season for the Rangers. That one up and in. And Coach, obviously some awesome experiences and memories and some quality teams that you have had over the years. Could you imagine for a second having those teams and having to go on 2-week pauses, not once but twice in a season, you got to commend this new Rangers coaching staff. A lot of these guys obviously coaching under you for many years, but they've adapted nicely in keeping these girls engaged in basketball.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you what, I think to coach in this season for any coach, you'd have to have the patience of Job. I mean, people have joked with me and said, hey, coach, you got out at the right time. But I tell you what, it really would have been frustrating. No summer season to prepare. The summer season is important for us because that's how we know what we're looking at for the next season and the things that we need to work on and establish in the fall. So it's tough, They had none of that, and even open gyms were limited. So, you go into a new season with a new team, new coach, and now you have had no time to prepare for it. So, yeah, my hat's off to this coaching staff.
Absolutely. Julie Work, her first year at the helm as Stiers splits the pair. Sydney Hampton into the corner, but a nice find to McCullough. McCullough looking. Hudak over to Henriksen for three. Nothing but net. Molly Henriksen.
As we call her affectionately, IE.
IE. From deep there. Her 11th three-pointer on the year, by far the most attempts from deep for the Rangers. She is the three-point specialist this year for the Rangers.
As a sophomore last year, she hit some big ones for us. Yeah, she's not afraid to take it. I love that about that kid.
Sam Hudak pushing it to the sideline, and that ball will stay here. Tipped out on Holy Name as our first sub of the night will come in the way of Ava Carroll, replacing Lily Germain. What a fantastic shift by Germain to control the offensive and defensive glass for the Rangers.
Absolutely. And, they're big on this kid, Ava Carroll. She's going to be a good player, and they really like the work that she does on the interior. That was another good shot, another good look by Molly Henriksen. Just didn't go down.
Holy Name will come back the other way with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. It is 6-6 here at Lakewood High School.
That's good.
Nice shot there by Arenas, but no good. But the Holy Name Green Wave crashing the offensive glass.
See, I really like the Ranger defense there with Stier, driving to the hole, and you saw good help defense until over there.
Nice step through there by Izzy Rodriguez. She has been putting on an offensive clinic for the Green Wave.
Rodriguez has gotten loose on us here.
Nice pass there by the floor general Hampton. Hudak can't handle it, and here come the Green Wave the other way. Ball will be swung over to Mary Lewis, who will direct the offense as Holy Name leads 8-6 here. 3 minutes remaining on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Nice swing out there to number 14, Izzy Rodriguez. That one finally does not drop for her, but the ball will stay with Holy Name. Few substitutions. Jacqueline Hudak will come in for the Rangers, replacing Sydney Hampton. And for Holy Name, number 13, Kiki Schmack will come in.
Yeah, the other Hudak twin, another high-energy player just like her sister.
Good to have that energy out there if you are the Rangers. Keeping up with Becky Stiers as she pulls up from the free throw line and connects. She will extend the Holy Name Green Wave lead to 4. McCullough thought about it, but wisely passed it up for a better opportunity. Henriksen from 3, nothing but the bottom of the net, 2 for 2. Molly Henriksen, IE.
Great shot by IE.
If you're Coach Kim Lutham, you're probably saying, why are we not covering the three-point specialist for the purple and gold? Number 2 out there, Maria Springer, another substitute for the Green Wave.
Hey, another thing about Jackie Hudak coming off the bench, man, I tell you what, she's very vocal. And the thing we used to always talk about, good team defense takes you opening your mouth. You have to communicate, you have to talk. So I liked how she talked on that switch there.
Stiers knifes her way down. The layup will not go. It is bounced around down there. Bounced around again, and it's Stier that puts it back up. No good. A few close chances for the Green Wave. And, coaches, you were talking about the defensive effort there a little bit. Stier just too tough getting her way to the rim.
I tell you what, man, I watched some film on this kid, and I'm telling you, she's the Energizer Bunny, man. She is all over the place. Love her energy.
The energy being matched by Sam Hudak. She is our matchup of the night, presented by Slife. And Coach, you love coaching players that need no cajoling, no encouragement to get after it. Coach, I've always said a maxim is you can always turn it down. It's hard to turn it up. And with these two, Steyer and Hudak, man, you do not have to worry about their energy level come game time. A nice fadeaway there by number 3, Sam Hudak. She probably heard her name ringing in her ears and figured it was time to get on the board.
Good stuff there. Oh, absolutely, Coach. Hey, you know, one of the things we coaches always say, man, it's hard to teach effort.
There's the effort play by Hudak all the way down. She lays it up and in. Sam Hudak. A great stretch of basketball from our Slife matchup of the night. Lakewood leading 13-10 now, 1 minute remaining in the first quarter, and another turnover will get the ball back to Lakewood with some momentum for the purple and gold.
Yeah, it was a good defensive stance there. I like to see that. A couple good switches on there and really talking. Got to make sure that we're not gambling too much on Steyer, right? Got to stay in front of her.
Number 1, Alicia Hannah Katula coming out there for the purple and gold. She will pull it from 3 right off the bench. That one was halfway down. A nice job by Katula to be ready off the bench to pull.
Absolutely. Katula, she had a really good season last year on JV, and she can shoot that shot. That's her shot. So when she gets in, she's got to be willing to pull it.
Becky Steyer coming back the other way for Holy Name. A nice dish to the corner by Steyer, but that one bounced off the back of the cylinder and went down. A nice shot there by Mary Lewis.
That's just tough. That, when you drive, if you can get into the paint with your driving ability and you can kick like that, you open up a lot of opportunities for your shooters.
Hudak can't get the jumper to go, and the Green Wave will come back the other way, trailing by 1. 12-13 they trail. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Ball is bounced underneath to Arena. She finds number 10, Mary Lewis. Nice pump fake, but a block by Sam Hudak underneath. Coach Harper, if we're giving out first quarter MVPs here on the Lakewood Sports Channel, it'll be Sam Hudak making the acceptance speech.
She's a hustler, man, I tell you. Love it.
Lakewood with a young lineup out there in Hudak, Carroll, i.e. Molly Hendrickson, and Katula, as Sam Hudak will get a much-deserved, much-earned break on the bench for the Rangers as Steyer comes out as well.
Hey, this is crunch time now here. You got Steyer off the floor. This is the time where the Rangers got to attack and make sure that they really lock up on the defensive end.
13-13, we are all knotted up here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. A take by Katula, no good, and Holy Name will pull it down. 4 seconds remaining. A foul underneath. A nice job by Jacqueline Hudak to regain possession and draw the foul for the purple and gold.
Fantastic. I love it. I love to see, Hannah Katula there really driving, and that was a good shot.
Gianna McCullough, the lone senior out there on the floor, so it's good to see those younger players step up in moments where a very pivotal end to the quarter here could throw this game's momentum in any way it could go.
2.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Hudak from the line splits the pair. That one tipped around, but the quarter will expire here as the Rangers find themselves on top. 14-13 as we head to the second quarter here on the Lakewood Sports Channel.
Yeah, Grant, we talked about the Bay game in the opening there. They won the first quarter at Bay, and this is the thing that you look at for a young team. Hey, you're just trying to win quarters, and to put together a complete game, you got to win the quarters. So that's a good start by Lakewood.
Lakewood winning that quarter by the slimmest of margins, and Mike, we talked about it a little bit during the first quarter, but Sam Hudak really setting the tone for her teammates, and just a sophomore. Sam Hudak is, man, she plays wise beyond her years.
I tell you what, we really saw some good things in her last year. I remember when we were in the summer, she was coming up on her freshman year. We took her out to John Carroll, and she really stole the show. And it was apparent to us early that she had to play varsity. And then, ended up in her starting lineup. So, she's ready. She's primed. This is her time. She's growing into this. It's good to see.
Absolutely, as if it's almost dinner time at your house tonight and you're planning at running out at halftime to grab some dinner. Don't forget about the Lakewood Athletic Boosters Raising Cane's fundraiser. Head down there to Detroit Avenue until 10 p.m. tonight. So after the game, during halftime, whenever you can get yourself down to Raising Cane's, get there and support our Lakewood Rangers.
And they wanted to give Steyer a quick blow. You see her back in the game.
Steyer out there for the Green Wave. Number 14, Izzy Rodriguez out there as well. Number 1, Emily Stibley. Number 10, Mary Lewis. And number 20,
that is what I'm talking about right
Arenas.
there. And controlling the paint, Lily Germain. That's exactly what you have to do there.
Lily Germain back out there for the Rangers, and too many steps on that one. A very nice pass to Germain. Just couldn't get the dribble down there before the layup went up. Sydney Hampton, Ava Carroll,
Good.
Number 24, Gianna McCullough, Jacqueline Hudak, and Lily Germain out there for the purple and gold. 14-13, the Rangers lead over the Holy Name Green Wave, but a nice take there by number 14. Rodriguez will not go, and the Lakewood Rangers will break out the other way.
Lily Germain, another rebound.
Sydney Hampton doing a nice job of directing this offense recently as Holy Name goes into a bit of a zone, and Ava Carroll is a one-person wrecking crew down there. Just couldn't get the layup to go, but she was giving Holy Name fits with 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
I like to see this, so we got two bigs on the floor together. We got Germain, and Carroll on the floor together. See how that works out. I like that.
Nice steal there by Hudak, and no backboard required on that one. Jacqueline Hudak, her first points of the evening, extend the Ranger lead 16-13.
Tell you what, these kids, they're sophomores. Can you imagine their senior year, that those two, the twins, that energy together is going to be tough.
The future is bright for the purple and gold as Arenas pulls down the rebound. Ball gets dumped into Rodriguez, who finds Steyer. Two-person game working, and Becky Steyer's a tough floater from the baseline, goes for Steyer's, and she pulls the Green Wave within one.
Hey, man, good players make tough shots. Good defense, better offense, right?
Swarming defense by Holy Name as they find Ava Carroll underneath with the ball. Another tough offensive rebound will be held for a jump ball, and Rangers doing a nice job moving the ball throughout this trapping defense of Holy Name, getting some good high percentage looks. Just can't get them to go.
Yeah. And now we see Delaney Garcia, huh?
Delaney Garcia in her freshman season for the Rangers, appearing in her second career varsity game out there, part of the Garcia basketball royalty that has come through the halls of Lakewood High School.
Oh, absolutely. Her older sisters played, I guess they were 2012 graduates. And I was the JV coach, actually, when they were seniors, but got to see firsthand Jessica Garcia, who was the last 1,000-point scorer in the Lakewood girls basketball program. Tough competitor. A fantastic lineage Garcia is following here in the purple and gold, and she's quite a player in her own right. I know her sisters are excited to see her playing out there wearing the same threads as she did. The steal by Holy Name will go the other way, and a foul comes in on Gianna McCullough as Mary Lewis forced a good take there to get to the line for the Green Wave.
Fouls on Gianna McCullough for first, team fourth. Mary Lewis shooting 2.
Perfect. Does that look good? Yeah. Rebound underneath, and a foul will be assessed to number 4, Sydney Hampton, as she was a little too physical underneath there.
Yeah, that's tough there, Grant. You get 2 misses there on the free throw line, and then you let them come up with the rebound.
Lakewood looking to do a better job on the defensive and offensive glass, and certainly the height of Delaney Garcia and Lily Germain out there. This is about as tall as a lineup as you will see the Rangers have this season.
Oh, absolutely.
16-15 here. 5 minutes remaining in the first half of basketball on the Lakewood Sports Channel. We're so glad You can join us wherever you are joining us from. Holy Name pulls it out, going to run a set here. Steyer pops out to the left wing. Will rotate it up. Jacqueline Hudak opposite of her. A nice steal by Hudak, took it right from her, and here come the Rangers the other way. Hampton pushes. Jermaine, the layup. No good. Nice job by the Lakewood Rangers in transition. Again, another bunny right there.
I tell you what, great defense by the sophomore right on the senior. Good stuff. Hey, you know what? Coach trusts her to guard her a little bit. I like it.
Becky Steyers from three, no good. A rebound underneath, tipped. And Gianna McCullough will push it the other way. Lakewood in transition. A nice crossover by McCullough will get her all the way to the rim. No good. But there's Delaney Garcia. The freshman looking to share the ball there, but it'll end up with the green wave. Nice Euro step there by number 14, Izzy Rodriguez, but a tough rebound by Jermaine on the miss.
As we say, you know, youngins got to shoot that ball when they get that rebound under the rim there. But those are the things that you got to grow into, right?
McCullough growing into a three-pointer, too strong. Tipped and back to Holy Name. And Mike, obviously, you have coached your fair share of sophomores and freshmen at the varsity level. What's some advice you give to younger players in their first action on varsity? How do you make sure that what you're seeing in practice, the potential you see to promote them to varsity, how do you make sure that comes out in the game flow?
Well, you know, one of the things that's really key is that you got to make sure you're reassuring them all the time. I mean, there's so much doubt, you know, when you're young and if you really belong and if you really should be here. And I always told them, like, hey, listen, I'm never going to put you in a place that you can't succeed. And so you really just want to keep reinforcing that. Hey, and you got to give them a leash a little bit, too. Got to let them play through some mistakes, learn some things. Hey. But I tell you what, every time I've seen, the end result has always been wonderful because by the time they become juniors, they are really comfortable at this level.
Lakewood comfortably securing the defensive rebound and back the other way. IE from three. Another three-pointer for Molly Hendrickson, her third of the night. She is perfect from deep.
That's her shot, I'm telling you, Grant. I love it. That kid is fearless.
Molly Hendrickson, the scouting report, didn't travel to Parma. She can really shoot it from beyond the arc, and you give her that much space, Mike, you gotta guarantee that the scoreboard will be changing. Lakewood coming back the other way, enjoying a 4-point cushion right now. IE open once again, no good.
I love it, heat check.
The heat check from Hendrickson just off his Holy Name, getting out the other way. McCullough walled number 13, Kiki Schmack up, and that one will come back to the purple and gold.
No, good open look for IE. Those are the ones that you want. Hey, keep it going. I love it.
The Lakewood guards finding Hendrickson open all night here in the first half, doing a fantastic job of commanding the Ranger offense. Down to the floor goes Garcia, finding McCullough. This one will be swung around to Hudak for three, no good. Really great hustle by the Rangers and the Green Wave here as we are tussling for the ball on the Lakewood Sports Channel. McCullough down low to Garcia, just off on the layup.
All right, like it.
Catula underneath, a ton of contact underneath, and too much contact by Catula as number 20, John Elites Arenas was trying to break out for the Green Wave, and that foul will give the ball out of bounds to Holy Name.
Well, it's good to see, though. Hey, Lakewood's getting the shots they want, right? I mean, we're going to the hole. We're getting open looks. Got to like that.
Lakewood certainly feeding off the energy they had against Bay Village. A tight loss for them the other night in GLC play, looking to get a victory here in the conference. Their first in the new one. And Coach, we talked to Coach Julie Work a little bit before the game about, you know, being new to the GLC, being the new kid on the block, as Coach Work said. And, you know, part of her response was, you know, a lot of players in the area have lost, you know, seniors to graduation. So everybody is just trying to stay the course and control what they can control. And Lakewood obviously getting better each game. They're doing that to a T. They're really following their coach's philosophy on that one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, listen, I think, too, when you have a young team and, you know, you're in a new conference, hey, I think that's a good look for them, good, you know, another look. You know, it hasn't resulted in a win just yet, but, hey, I like where they are, and I like the growth potential.
Lakewood certainly getting adjusted to their new surroundings with the ever-tough GLC, some of the best girls basketball in Northeast Ohio. And Coach, your tenure as Lakewood head coach saw Lakewood competing in the SWC, the WSC, throw it all the way back to the WSC, and
don't forget about my JV year, the LEL, right?
The LEL. Obviously some fantastic competition, and oftentimes Lakewood would find itself at the top of the standings as Hendrickson pulls from three, rattled around and rattled down. Molly Hendrickson is now 4 for 5 from deep.
Yeah, Holy Name's going to have to make some adjustments to make sure they get out there on IE, I'm telling you.
IE forcing the Holy Name defense to reconsider their positioning on her as McCullough too strong there on the foul on Stiers. But Coach, back to my question about how you get to a spot where you are competing in a new conference, or rather it be against opponents that know you. And obviously when you were going on your runs in the SWC, the WSC, you guys were very well known to your competition. You couldn't sneak up on anyone, right? How can Lakewood sneak up on some of the more established teams in this conference? How can they really diversify their team skills and their ability to shock some teams down the stretch here in the GLC?
Well, I think it's a matter of growth. I think you're going to get another look. What's interesting is that, hey, there's 10 teams, right? And so 22 games in a season, you only got 4 at large. You try to play some mixed talent, to kind of, toughen you up along the way. But
that's a steal by Hudak. Will take Lakewood the other way.
Yeah, but hey, listen, you got River again next time, and they're going to be tough. You get Bay again. You get to see these teams again, and I guarantee you, we always talk about it. The stuff you got away with the first half of the season, the book's out on you, and and likewise you have a better knowledge of who you are. So yeah, I like where they're sitting. I really do.
The purple and gold doing a nice job of staying together and learning from each game as the season goes on, as they enjoy a 5-point cushion here. 28.2 seconds remaining here in the first half, and Lakewood doing a nice job of finding Molly I.E. Hendrickson from deep. And obviously the Green Wave hoping that their offense will kick up after some adjustments at halftime. And if you were in Coach Kim Luthman's shoes, what are some adjustments you're seeing that the Green Wave need to make during halftime?
Well, you definitely got to get out on those shooters. I think you got to, now you understand that, Molly Hendrickson is a shooter. You really have to make the adjustments on getting out there on her.
Nice take by Izzy Rodriguez as the quarter winds down. IE from 3 one more time. No good before the half ends, but what a half it was from Molly Hendrickson. 4 from 5 from deep, and she puts Lakewood at a 22-17 advantage here as the halftime clock will run. 10-minute halftime here from Lakewood High School. We will be back bringing you Lakewood basketball here for the third and fourth quarter.
We purchased this house last month.
We knew after our experience with a very large multinational bank that we wanted to have a very local bank. First Federal was the first bank that we called. From the very first phone call, just been absolutely wonderful. We had such a pleasant experience with this bank that we ended up making it not only the bank that gave us the loan on this house, this is our personal bank now. We felt like family. I would absolutely recommend First Federal Lakewood.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
As we are back here on the Lakewood Sports Channel, Lakewood leading 22-17 over the Green Wave here at Lakewood High School. And Mike, a fantastic quarter half to say the least for Molly Hendrickson, i.e. 12 points on 4 3-pointers. You had Sam Hudak chipping in 4 points, and Lily Germain was big on the rebounds. What a half from the Lakewood Rangers. They're picking off right where they left off against Bay Village.
Absolutely loved it. I tell you what, I think Coach Luben's going to have to make some adjustments about getting out on those shooters, for sure.
The Holy Name Green Wave were led by Izzy Rodriguez with 6 points, Mary Lewis with 5 points, and Becky Stiers with 4 points. And we talked a little bit during the first part of the broadcast about Coach Workman and Coach Luthman and their connection. They played together at BW from 1997 to 1999. They played for the legendary coach Sherry Harper, who is currently in her 31st season out there at Baldwin Wallace with 600 wins. These two played together on the OAC title team in 98-99, and you obviously know both coaches very well, and the bond that they share with one another.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, I know Coach Harper too down at BW, and I'm telling you, a great coach, even better human being. She's been there forever, and she's an institution herself, and you know, so you see a couple of her disciples here, and you see it, you know, and that's around the area too.
Sure, the coaching tree.
Can't say enough good things about Sherry. Fantastic person. 2
Yellow Jackets going at it tonight here at Lakewood High School, and we want to thank our presenting sponsor, First Federal of Lakewood. First Federal of Lakewood is rooted in the communities they serve and has supported the personal and business banking needs of its customers since 1935. Visit ffl.net to learn more. And here on the Lakewood Sports Channel, presented by First Federal of Lakewood, we're seeing a good one right now. 22-17, the Rangers lead. What are you going to look like? What are you going to look for from Rangers like Gianna McCullough, Lily Germain with tough defensive assignments? They got to make sure that they're out there on the court available.
Oh, absolutely.
To push the Rangers over the edge here tonight.
Absolutely. I tell you what, though, I really have liked the Rangers defense, and I tell you what, to hold Stier to 4 points in the first half, hey, that's a good trend. I like that. We'll see what we keep her from getting loose in this second half.
Becky Stiers averaged 15 points last season for the Green Wave. 4 points for her in the first half. Nice pass underneath to Lily Germain, a little too tall. Nice vision there by Hampton.
Absolutely.
Just got to bring that one down a little bit.
Absolutely. Good look. That's exactly what we're looking to do. Get that ball in. Just got to be a little bit more pinpoint on the pass.
Number 14, Izzy Rodriguez, will bring it up for the Green Wave. Nice take there by Rodriguez. A nice step through. No good on the layup.
Great move.
Nice pass ahead to Gianna, but chasing her down is number 1, Emily Stibley. Great defense underneath by the Green Wave. Pushing it other way is Mary Lewis. Lewis stops and pops. Bank shot is good. The First Federal of Lakewood bank is open here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Nice take by Hendrickson. Her first action inside the arc tonight is a scoop shot that will fall in. Coach Work has a smile on her face. That was a no, yes shot. That's the J.R. Smith.
Hey, listen, he's showing you that she's more than just a three-point shooter. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what, kids we've coached in the past couple of years, she's got one of the best Euro steps, I'm telling you. I like it.
We're looking forward to seeing that one from IE as she brings that ball up. But John Elites Arenas snuck up behind and stole that one back to the Green Wave. Stier pushes it the other way. The pass out to Lewis for 3 off the back iron. Rebound underneath by Stibley's no good.
See, that's what you like to see a kid like Stier, man, just making the right basketball move. She could easily probably attack and take care of herself, but you know what? She gets her teammates involved, always keeps them involved, and she just always makes the right basketball play.
Stier looking to get the Green Wave back into this one as Lakewood leads 24-19 here at Lakewood High School. Hampton setting up the offense for the purple and gold. A block, a charge underneath taken by Arena. She pops up, happy with her efforts on the defensive end. Nice job getting there before Hampton stepped into the lane.
You know, earlier in the season, Holy Name had a game against Parma, and I think first play of the game, Arena stepped in and took a charge like that. Tough kid. You like to see that as a coach.
A welcome sight for any coach any day of the week when you can get a charging call out of a guard. That is something you don't see often. As Holy Name looking to cut into this deficit, a nice skip pass there to Stibley. No good, and Stier went over the back of McCullough there. A foul will be assessed to number 3, Becky Stiers. Lakewood leading 24-19, 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. little higher of a defense for Holy Name, looking to force Lakewood into some turnovers.
You know, Grant, basketball is a big game. You know, when you're like McCullough and you might be struggling a little bit with your offensive game, it's the little things like that, getting on the boards. I used to tell players all the time, there's way more than scoring in basketball, you know.
Lakewood looking to do all the little things to add up to a big W for them here in GLC play. Holy Name with one conference win this year over Parma. Lakewood searching for their first, certainly on track to get it done tonight if their defense and hot shooting can hold. Holy Name probing around the arc. Stibley underneath was fouled by Jermaine.
Hand in the cookie jar there. No need for that reach right there.
Jermaine in good legal guarding position there, but the reach-in was deemed too aggressive by our refereeing crew. Arenas underneath, the step through, no good. There's Stibley again with another offensive rebound. Mary Lewis from three, just off the right edge of the rim. And McCullough, nice interception there by Mary Lewis. Looking like the Browns secondary there on the full court pass as Steyer forced one up from the paint, and Sam Hudak will pull it down.
Very good rebound.
Sam Hudak, not the tallest player on the court, but definitely measures up with her heart and energy. Jermaine finds the ball after it stepped around. Lily Jermaine puts it up and in, and the Rangers extend their lead to 7.
Both teams getting good second chance opportunities.
Steyer underneath the left hand will go.
That was a bit too easy there, Grant. A bit too easy. Good screen set by Holy Name.
Becky Steyers gets the green wave on the board here in the third quarter, and a timeout on the court. And Coach Harper, this has been a good one. Obviously, the guards have had their say in this one, i.e. Molly Hendrickson, a couple of three-pointers. Becky Steyers getting herself going here in the third quarter. You have experience, obviously, with coaching some Lakewood teams that were guard-oriented. I think anybody that watched your teams here early in your coaching career could see how the guards were the engine, see how the offense went through them. You trusted them to make the decisions on offense within, the sets that you would run, what they're calling out sometimes on the court. Talk a little bit about what you need to see from guards, especially young guards that like Lakewood has, to know that one day, they'll carry the offensive load. They'll take some of the burden off the coach.
Oh, absolutely. I think, anytime you can have 2 or 3 point guard minded kids out there, they see the game a little different, and so that's a good thing. You put the ball in their hands. You could do a lot more. You run dribble drive sets. You can do a lot of other things that you might normally not get away with one point guard.
Holy Name pulls down the rebound there after Hudak pushed it the other way. Green Wave looking to cut into this lead. Lewis thought about it for a second. Stibley had a wide open lane, but instead found number 14, Rodriguez. That layup no good, and it will stay here with the Green Wave. 26-21, 4 minutes remaining here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Three-pointer there by Steyer, up and good. Nothing but net. And Coach Harper, if you're Lakewood, you got to be nervous about what that means for Becky Steyer the rest of the game. She's heating up.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, it's hard to keep a good player down. You might be able to slow him down for a little bit. Oh, fantastic move by Gianna McCullough there. That's exactly what she needed to see. Right there, that ball go in the basket, right?
Gianna McCullough heating up just like Becky Steyers of Holy Name. This could be a fun one down the stretch as these two seniors try to will both squads to a conference win. Coming in for Holy Name will be Kiki Schmack. And for the Rangers, checking in after a few free throws here for Holy Name will be Ava Carroll. And Coach, really nice offensive basketball we're seeing here. And again, you play a game after a 2-week layoff if you're the Lakewood Rangers, but one game isn't necessarily going to get you back into the rhythm. It's that practice time that you really miss to get on the same page as your counterparts, as Holy Name misses the free throw there.
Oh, absolutely great. And think about how many games have been canceled. Usually, too, around the holidays, you get in a couple tournaments, you play some extra games, and so you're really feeling good coming into January because you played a lot of basketball. That's just not the case this year.
And obviously, there's something to be said for all the team bonding that occurs during those events, that long time together during winter break, and the Rangers doing a nice job of playing together as a team here against Holy Name. Out there for the Rangers is Henriksen, Jacqueline Hudak, Sam Hudak, Carroll, and Gianna McCullough. Rangers looking to extend a 3-point advantage. 3 minutes remaining here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. The layup underneath by Hudak. No good, and a tip by Carroll will give the ball back to the Green Wave. A 3-point advantage for the Rangers here. Holy Name looking to crack the code on defense that the Rangers are throwing at them.
Credit to Holy Name in that last stance. You can see the defensive energy tuned up just a bit.
Steyer's a nice take underneath. It was tipped by Henriksen as that ball dribbled out, and it will stay with Holy Name. Out there for the Green Wave, number 13, Kiki Schmack. Becky Steyer's number 3. Number 14, Izzy Rodriguez. Number 20, Jana Leitz Arenas. And number 1, Emily Stibley.
Once again, you see the young Jackie Hudak covering Steyer there. It's a matchup to watch there.
Coach Work entrusting her young guard to stay in front and keep the defense within the confines of the game plan. Nice job by the Rangers to pull that one down. Hudak all the way, no good, but Ava Carroll right there. Good follow-up by Ava
Carroll. Good follow-up.
Ava Carroll, her sophomore, the first year on varsity, an impactful rebound and put back there will bump the Ranger lead to 5.
Grant, it's wonderful when you can see when your bigs running the floor, right? They come and clean up the mess that guard made, right? Hey, you gotta keep running the floor. You never know what you might find there, right?
A coach's dream to see their 4 or 5 making the sprint down to the other end. Henriksen pulls from 3. That one too strong. Molly Henriksen 4 for 5 from 3 in that first half for the Rangers as Holy Name comes back. Under 2 remaining here. Down by 5.
Good step up. That's really both teams are going to have to really kind of tune in on this defense now. You get good guarding position right there, and then you just smack down. They're going to call that every time. Every time you break that plane from straight up and down and you come forward, it's an easy call for the ref.
A few substitutions. Maria Springer coming in for Holy Name along with number just that for Lakewood. And for Lakewood, a few substitutions as well. Sydney Hampton and Hannah Katula coming back in. As a nice shot there by number 13, Kiki Schmack, will pull the Green Wave back to 1 possession. 30-27. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining here on the Lakewood Sports Channel, presented by First Federal of Lakewood.
Yeah, Lakewood's got to watch out for Schmack. Some earlier footage seen of her. She can shoot.
Lakewood doing their best to make sure the hot shooting hand of Kiki Schmack stays cold with 1:17 left in the third quarter. And it's great to see some fans here in the building. Mike, obviously you are no stranger to an energetic crowd. I mean, just being there along the journey of some of those teams, like the team that went to the regional for you, the fans were such a vital part of what made that experience so memorable and so fun down the stretch.
Grant, I cannot, till this day, cannot tell you that I've ever coached in a game that was any more loud. Just a quick story. I remember that I had a couple guys come in and they were like, "Hey, Coach Harper, there's a line out the door, and it's all purple." And then the refs came up to us and said, "Hey, we're going to delay this game just about 5 minutes. You got to get all these fans in here." And I'm telling you.
And you said, "No problem. Take as much time as you need."
Love that. After getting that intel before,
yes,
I was like,
right.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, when that game started, we had to come up with hand signals because they couldn't hear my commands from the sideline. It was so loud. Just absolutely fantastic. I'll never forget that as long as I live.
As the Lakewood Rangers were followed by what felt like the caravan from Hoosiers all around that postseason, with such a wonderful group of young ladies for the Rangers in that squad.
And it was the first time we had ever been back to regional since the 95 team that went to state, to the state final.
The legendary 1995 state Final Four Lakewood Rangers squad, only rivaled by the team Coach Harper had. And correct me if I'm wrong, 16-17?
Yes.
16-17, making it to the Sweet 16. And these Rangers looking for their GLC inaugural win as a nice layup there by Mary Lewis. Pulls this one to a 2-point game. Lakewood.
That was a fantastic cut to the basket, Grant. Fantastic.
31-29, the Rangers lead. Carroll underneath. The layup there, no good, and the ball will stay with the Rangers as 16 seconds remain here in the third quarter of play. Ball gets into Catula. Nice underneath pass to McCullough. Emily Stibley doing a nice job, like you said, Coach, keeping her verticality. That's what the referees are looking for underneath. How vertical do those arms stay in a legal guarding position? Nice job to be tough under there.
You know, Graham, we teach that. We teach that all the time, especially not only with our bigs, our guards as well.
Nice steal there by Stibley as Holy Name comes the other way. And
great hustle back.
Clock winding down in the third quarter will expire as Coach Luthen was looking for a timeout there, but no cigar as Lakewood carries a 2-point advantage into the fourth quarter here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. And we want to take a second to acknowledge a very special sponsor to us. It's Geiger's Sporting Good here in Lakewood. Since 1932, Clevelanders have been coming to Geiger's to outfit their families for men's, women's, footwear, and gear for snow sports, all types of clothing there at Geiger's. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff and exceptional customer service has given us the opportunity to serve generations of loyal customers. We thank you for shopping with us. And Coach Harper, our Geiger's question of the game was, how can the Rangers build on the momentum they saw against Bay Village? And one of the things that Coach Work talked about against Bay Village was some of their shots started to fall. They limited the turnovers. That's going to be a pretty good recipe if they're going to carry this 2-point lead over the finish line here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, absolutely, Grant. I tell you what, that's one of the things with having a young team. You know, you have a young team with kids who haven't really played at this level. People don't understand the speed difference and just the fraction or the delay of a pass just a little bit and how balls get tipped or stolen. And that leads to turnovers. So, hey, if we can do a good job of getting used to this speed as the season goes on, you'll see that clean up a little bit. But, hey, only 7 turnovers in that game. It's fantastic.
One of the things that leads to the Lakewood Rangers being able to make up for the speed of the game as number 13, Kiki Schmack, will launch a 3 and a foul underneath. It appears on Sydney Hampton will keep the ball here for Holy Name. Looks like it'll be a shooting foul.
See, Coach Work, you just heard her say if you'd have boxed out, that wouldn't have happened. But the thing that is very common in basketball players, when that ball goes up, everyone wants to turn and watch. The very first thing you got to do is find your man and check out, right?
Well, Lakewood certainly had the game plan. Coach Work talking to us before the game about how vital this coaching staff has been for her. And obviously you, JV head coach Aaron Harper, varsity assistant Matt Coker, Coach Evan Cunningham manning the freshmen this year, and just have done such a wonderful job picking up the pace and picking up the familiarity for these girls in the GLC. They talk about how nice it is to kind of know ahead of time, what to expect and who to key in on. Obviously, it's Steyer's for Holy Name, but having assistants that work as hard and do as much for the program as this group does, it's so nice as a head coach when you know you have that backbone of the program. Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely, Grant. You know what? No one coach can do it all themselves. It takes a lot. If you think about all the scouting and all the film watching and breaking it all down, I mean, you need good assistants to be successful.
A statement not lost on Coach Mike Harper as his years here at Lakewood High School yielded some fantastic coaching staffs and some fantastic results on the court. As I.E. Molly Hendrickson right on time for the Rangers pours in another three-pointer, her 5th, as the Rangers now take a 34-30 lead here in the fourth quarter.
There she goes again.
Steyers from 3, right back, and the senior for Holy Name showing her leadership out there with a timely bucket. Holy Name bench coming alive here on a pivotal possession as number 2, Maria Springer Little, to aggressive on Jermaine underneath, and that will quickly get Emily Stibley back in the game for Holy Name.
Yeah, a little bit of a reach there. Hand in the cookie jar again.
Number 20, Jonah Leitz Arenas checking in for number 13, Kiki Schmack as well.
You know, you hear coaches talk about it all the time, Graham. Play defense with your feet. You get your feet in position and get vertical, man. It's tough. Make them take a tough shot.
Nice shot fake there by Henriksen as the layup no good. Got to respect that outside shot from Henriksen. Now Holy Name is coming to find. Number 14, Izzy Rodriguez setting up the offense for Holy Name. 34-33 here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. An illegal screen on number 20, John Elites Arenas will get the ball back to the Rangers. Nice job by the Rangers holding their position there, just doing the little things it takes to get the ball back. Some full court pressure, it looks like, from the Green Wave.
Now the Rangers got to hold up under this pressure and be strong with the ball.
Gianna McAuliffe, the senior, looking to lead the Rangers through the full court pressure, and she does.
That's what you like to see out of her. That's
nice bounce pass underneath
to
Jermaine. Gianna McAuliffe to Lily Jermaine pushes the Lakewood lead.
Senior to senior right there, Grant. That's exactly what you want to see in handling that pressure because they've seen it.
A good game plan to follow if you're some of the younger Rangers on this squad, seeing that chemistry there, seeing them share the ball, being decisive in their decision making. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the game. Lakewood leading by 3. Entry pass into Jermaine. She puts it up. No good. Nice box out there by Holy Name.
You see that ball get deflected. There was one in the first half that got stolen. It's hard to feed the post from the top of the key.
Nice shot there by Stiers. Clanks off the back of the iron, and Lakewood will push it the other way. Hudak off to Jermaine, who had a lane for a second. There's Henriksen for 3. Yes, sir! Molly Henriksen, is there a fire extinguisher in the hallway?
It's called a timeout. It's called a timeout there, Graves. Got to get a TO.
Hold the pin on that timeout as the Holy Name will try to extinguish the flame that is Molly Henriksen tonight. A fantastic display from 3. And, Coach, I got to ask you this. Have you seen a performance from deep like that in your time here?
We had a couple kids get hot, but I don't know if I've seen it in a while.
6 3-pointers from Molly Henriksen.
But I tell you what, man, and I tell you what, that's the thing, even as a sophomore last year, that I loved about her. You know, there wasn't a time in a game that was too big that she didn't take that kind of shot. And you appreciate that out of a kid because, hey, you know, you can always dial them back a little bit, but to have the guts to go take that shot, that's a rare creature right there. You love to see that.
The habits and hard work are paying off for Molly Henriksen tonight as a game you dream about as a player. Everything going right for Molly Henriksen. 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining on the Lakewood Sports Channel, and we talked about it, Coach. It's great to see some of these Lakewood Ranger faithful in the stands. You see some alumni from your time coaching here. Dr. Gia Staples, some of the boys' basketball team is here, and Lakewood Ranger royalty, Mike Rebar in the stands tonight. It doesn't feel like the full effect, but when you got good people in the stands like this, it feels like like a home game.
You got the faithful here. That's all you need. You know.
Absolutely, as the Ranger faithful have been treated to a good one here. Lakewood leading by 6, 39-33. Steyer will try to get Holy Name back to a smaller margin as she got tied up with McAuliffe there, and the ball will stay with Holy Name. McAuliffe determined to see Lakewood over the finish line here.
Hey, that's a really good move. I tell you what, Holy Name hits you with that high screen stuff. It's good to jump that screen at times, especially when it's their primary ball handler. Get it out of her hands.
Steyer there found the Rangers' defense asleep, and the layup there will take this game to a 4-point advantage. 39-35, the Rangers lead. The pass inside by McAuliffe found its way to Hudak.
Cannot fall asleep on a player like Steyer. You know, you got to make sure you're always vigilant, right?
Hudak,
She'll make it pay.
The nice shot there, and certainly Becky Stiers found a Rangers defense that was asleep at the wheel there. Stiers will be looking for it again. Nice take there by Stibley. Holy Name probing, looking for a good shot, trailing by 4 here. The Lakewood bench coming alive, imploring the girls to force a turnover, and they will get one right on cue.
Great individual defense by Jackie Hudak there. I'm telling you, I love what that kid is doing tonight.
Sometimes it's the defense that happens off the ball that gives the ball handler no options.
Absolutely.
4 minutes remaining here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. 39-35, the Rangers ahead here on a Wednesday night, a basketball night, as McCullough, a nice step through there, but can't get the layup to go.
That's it. Keep attacking, though.
One of your keys to the game, Mike, was finding Gianna McCullough in an aggressive state of mind for 4 quarters, and we've definitely seen that from the senior tonight. Molly Hendrickson, 18 points for the Rangers. Sam Hudak, tough defense all night on the ball. That one way off by Izzy Rodriguez, and Lakewood will have a chance to extend its lead past 4.
I like this. Gianna handling the rock a little bit here, senior leadership. Get the ball in a steady hand, right?
Lakewood showing some composure here as the team in front. A loose, it looks like a foul on the ball as Jacqueline Hudak tried to get that one to her sister Sam, but the foul will be assessed to Holy Name, and Coach Work will take a 30-second timeout here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. And again, if you've been locked in at home and your stomach is starting to rumble, don't forget, Athletic Boosters fundraiser at Canes tonight. 15% of all profits tonight will be given to the Lakewood Athletic Program. And we want to thank the Lakewood Athletic Boosters for helping us pull this off, creating the Lakewood Sports Channel. We wouldn't be here without them, the generosity of their members, the generosity of First Federal of Lakewood. We talked about it during halftime. This is fun.
Oh, it's absolutely
for all the
fun.
activities you can do during a global pandemic, man, this has to rank up there. We've had a great time tonight here on the Lakewood Sports Channel.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you give the old man something to do. I've been sitting at home doing nothing.
Sitting at home watching old games. Let's get you some new games out here, right?
Yeah, hey, listen, I don't have the same stress I had sitting down there on the sideline either. This is all right.
No blood pressure tests have been assessed here on the Lakewood Sports Channel tonight. Free and easy down the road we go, as Lakewood leading by 4 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds here. We will see McCullough, Henriksen, Jermaine, Jacqueline, and Sam Hudak out there for the Rangers, and Holy Name will counter with Mary Lewis, Emily Stibley, Becky Stiers, number 20, John Elites Arenas, and number 14, Izzy Rodriguez.
There was a good time out there by Coach Work. Things got a little stagnant in the offense. Let's set it up and see what we can get.
Nice play there. Molly Hendrickson had another look from 3, could not extend her 3-point field goal total to 7, as Holy Name will come back the other way. 39-35, 3 minutes remaining here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Nice duck in underneath to Stiers, and a tough layup will make this a 1-possession game.
They really got to talk through that screen action there, I tell you. They picked them off twice on that one already here in this 4th quarter.
Communication on defense, you've talked about it already. Henriksen being face guarded now by the Green Wave, as Hudak, and McCullough. It sounds like a law firm, but right now it's just in charge of breaking this pressure from Holy Name.
Yeah, you see Holy Name in this 2-1-2, 3-2 looking zone here. Going to make okay, all right. They're going to pull the ball out and make them come out to man.
Lakewood Rangers doing a nice job of keeping the clock as an advantage from them. I'm sure the boys basketball team is watching this right now and taking down some notes as their counterparts here in the purple and gold look to run some clock. McCullough, a nice take underneath. Lakewood applying pressure, but an outlet is found in the name of Mary Lewis. Lewis stops, finds number 14, Rodriguez, no good, but there's Stibley underneath. No good on the offensive putback, and Jermaine, a big rebound.
Yeah, big rebound by Jermaine there.
Lakewood now leading by 2, 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Hudak will fake a take and find McCullough back out here. Lakewood in their stall offense, trying to get this win over the finish line, leading by 2. Coach, if you're Holy Name, what are you telling the players in terms of when it's time to foul, when you continually look for the steal? Just down 2 points here, but a minute and 20 remaining.
Only down 2. I'm probably going to wait this thing to about under a minute here.
No shot clock here in Northeast Ohio just yet, as some in the high school association around the country start to implement shot clocks. Here in Ohio, it is based upon the players And there will, as we've seen here on different contests on the Lakewood Sports Channel, as Maria Springer will check in for Holy Name, along with Kiki Schmack. Underneath to Henriksen. That one was pulled and ripped out by number 14, Izzy Rodriguez, and a jump ball will keep the ball with the Rangers, and Schmack comes up limping on that one.
I think we got an injury here.
Number 25 will check in for Holy Name. That is Brooke Culp in for Holy Name. Hopefully Schmack will be okay, as Lakewood's fantastic athletic trainer Jen Dix hurries over there.
Best in the business.
She has guided many of our squads that we have coached through. Some injuries,
leaned on her heavily over the years.
Some untimely injuries, as we have seen. And Coach, what a fantastic game down the stretch here. This is GLC basketball, and from your experience, we think about those SWC years. It was Lakewood, Berea Mid Park, and you could always, for the most part, guarantee that those two teams would be vying at the end. In the GLC, Rocky River, Elyria Catholic, Bay Village, among others, you're going to find yourself in a fight every night.
Well, let me give props to Homestead Falls.
Homestead Falls
and
as
Avon
well.
Avon and Avon Lake always played. SWC was tough. But, hey, listen, this is what you want, man. If you're a competitor, you want these tough games and these close games. These are the best ones to coach in, man. I'm telling you.
Coach Julie Work imploring her team to keep the ball with the purple and gold. And, Coach, you've been in this position before, just trying to make sure that the principles you work on in practice, ball security, come through here with only a minute remaining and a 2-point game. And that ball is turned over by the purple and gold. Number 2, Maria Springer, is fouled. And Lakewood with only 5 team fouls. Holy Name with only 6 team fouls for Lakewood. Just one away from the bonus is Holy Name, as number 25, Brooke Culp, will check out, and number 10, Mary Lewis, will check in.
See, Grant, this is the tough time. So you got 3 sophomores on the floor. Now you're trying to figure out, how do we grow up a little bit here and learn how to really protect the ball?
A fantastic learning opportunity for the Rangers on how to close out a conference game. Holy Name down 2, probing, looking for a basket, and Coach Lutham will call a timeout. A timely pause there by Coach Lutham, and from your experience with both these coaches, they have you need a bucket, 44 seconds remaining in a 2-point game. They have a play in their back pocket that maybe hasn't shown up on film, but maybe has only been shown up at practice. You always keep a couple plays in your back pocket.
I hear you, Graham, but I tell you what, Coach Work has to know that whatever is going to be run by Holy Name's got to involve Steyer, number 3. So you better expect her to be touching the ball somewhere in the sequence of things,
Coach Work and Coach Coker putting together a fantastic defensive game plan that has held Holy Name to 37 points here. And you know as well as I do, it's hard to keep secrets from your friends. And Coach Lutham and Coach Work played together in moments like this at Baldwin Wallace during their OAC title run in 98-99. We're going to see another classic between these two play out here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. Steyer finds Lewis, off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will be given a pick by Lewis, as Holy Name looking for the shot that will
step up. Good defense there.
Steyer underneath was walled up by Sydney Hampton. Fantastic guarding position. And a jump ball underneath. Very smart play by Holy Name to get that jump ball. It will keep the ball. Excuse me, that's Lakewood Ranger basketball. Ball hit by Steyer there. She thought that maybe it came back off Jacqueline Hudak, but the ball will stay with the purple and gold.
Yeah, Grant, I was gonna say
I thought I had it right, but you can't trust me every time.
No.
As my other partner in crime, Patrick Hayes, will tell you, you got to make sure everybody is accountable.
Trust but verify, huh?
And The
you were right.
play-by-play call of the Lakewood Sports Channel will hold here as the red challenge flag was thrown, and Holy Name will now have the ball. 23 seconds remaining. Steyer is triple team, but the layup will go. Becky Steyer ties this one up, 39-39. McCullough comes back down, 10 seconds remaining. A loose ball is hit out of bounds by the Green Wave. 10.9 remaining here at Lakewood High School. Lakewood, Holy Name tied at 39. Hampton looking for a inbound relief, but a quick timeout there, a smart timeout there by the Lakewood Rangers.
They looked a little bit discombobulated there on that inbounds play. Got to get that timeout and regroup.
Can't take them with you. Got to use them up to make sure, especially a team like the Rangers, so many fantastic young players for this team. And as a coach, you know, whatever happens here, the Rangers have had fantastic effort all night.
Oh,
you can tell from the Bay game to this game and all the way from earlier games in the season, this team's growing up right before our eyes.
Oh, absolutely. But see, you know, you've got young talent, but the key word there is talent. And as it's young and it gets opportunities to play and, you know, be in tough spots like this, tied game, 10.9 seconds. Hey, you know, that talent will mature, and you're in for some good things down the road.
Coach Work doing her work on the dry erase board right now, drawing up what she will hope to be the deciding bucket here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. 10.9 seconds remaining, 6 fouls on Lakewood, 5 fouls on Holy Name, and the score is the same, 39 for Lakewood, 39 for Holy Name. The JV team is up on their feet behind the Lakewood basket, and we have a conga line breaking out underneath the hoop here, a little bit of a stack action for Lakewood.
Holy Name smart, getting in the middle of that.
Lakewood looking for a pass there. That ball will go off the hands of Sam Hudak with 9.2 seconds remaining. Lakewood looked a little discombobulated there. Credit to Holy Name.
Well, you know, Molly Hendrickson broke open and just was missed on that inbounds there.
Molly Hendrickson, it would have been a fitting ending for the Rangers to find the ball in Hendrickson's hands. She's been fantastic tonight with 6 3-pointers.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Kim Luthman drawing up her own play for Holy Name. This one will be a side out of bounds for the Green Wave. And Coach, 9.2 seconds remaining. Do you tell your team, hey, we're attacking the basket right away, or are you looking to maybe draw up a set that, this will be a side out of bounds on the Lakewood side. So Holy Name will have to go 3/4 of the court. But give me a little bit of insight with 9.2 seconds remaining.
I tell you what, you know, whatever you have to do, if it's a one screen or a double screen, you get that ball in the Steyer's hands and you let her go. You know, she's going to spend some time, probably about 2-3 seconds getting up the court, but you got to go for it because you want the opportunity, should, you know, you miss the shot, you want the opportunity for an offensive rebound and put back. So, yeah, it's all systems go and attack.
Lakewood and Holy Name locked in a battle here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. 39-39, 9 seconds remaining. The ball ends up in Steyer's hands. She is pushing. Lakewood crowds around her. Steyer to the hole. That one is up, no good. The putback by Steyer is in. Becky Steyer wins it for Holy Name at the buzzer. What a play by the Ursuline commit. Becky Steyer didn't give up on that one. The reverse was missed underneath, but there was Steyer for the buzzer beater.
Well, you know what? Big-time players show up in big-time moments, buddy.
And big-time commentators usually get big-time games. And, Coach, this was a big-time one for your first experience here on the Lakewood Sports Channel. What a game between the Rangers and the Green Wave. Both schools putting on quite the show for us here, and those